So, Mick Sorby, Vulture. I'm going to be sitting down with him on Monday to discuss a book. Paul Pounder, aka the Vulture. Can I ask you first and foremost, why does it get called Vulture?
There's two stories.
Yeah.
Right. One is that when he was in prison, that you could eat more than two men. What was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was. But do you know what, Jamie? I'd love you to meet him. I'll tell you a little bit about him, right? He knows about everybody. He's worked with everybody in the North East. Everybody knows him, and he's well respected. Yeah.
He's recently been on Sean Atwood, and I think he's going to be going on James English.
Yeah.
His podcast with Sean's done phenomenal numbers, and it's only been out a few days.
Well, he's a very popular man.
Is he?
Yeah.
So does everyone in Hartlepool know him?
Yes. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, how can I explain? He's a gentleman. He's not like the other people you dealt with. Not a bit like them.
Yeah.
He is a proper gentleman.
Yeah. The silly nonsense back and forth YouTube. So and you wouldn't dream of fucking embarrassing yourself,
No,
would you?
I couldn't.
Total cringe fest, isn't it?
I'd rather starve.
Yeah. But so Paul Pounder, has he got martial arts background then?
Yeah, he did. He used to have his own little club where he trained people. He was good at it, and his brother Charlie was. They both were good at it. Two nice men.
Are they? So they've done, I suppose, quite a bit for the Hartlepool community.
Yeah, and Paul's done a lot of work on the door. A hell of a lot of work. Yeah, he was a hell of a doorman.
Because he grew up like pretty much best mates with Richie Horsley.
They're very good friends. Yeah, really good friends, like brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his story like that? I mean, obviously your story, you had an horrific childhood.
Yeah. He had a good childhood. We speak to each other.
Yeah.
And I've been to dinner today with him.
With you and Richie.
Yeah. And I was just having a talk about. I was talking about this book, Don.
Yeah.
And he said I'd love Jim to do it.
Yeah.
He said I can fetch some things out what people don't know. He said some things to be in that book. He said I can put most of the people like Hartlepool and around it to shame. He said I've got some good stories about them. Yeah. And the thing about him, he's honest. So what you get from will be the truth. Yeah.
And so what was he? He'd done like a lot of years on the doors, and
he did. Yeah, he was a good, excellent doorman. You couldn't ask for a better one.
Right.
Like there was like Richie, Paul. There's only a couple more where you could say like Frankie Tobin, people like that. Andrew Keenan. They were the top doorman.
So they were like the elite Hartlepool.
Yeah.
Sammy Turton as well.
Sammy, he was never a doorman.
Right.
He was just a big lad who could fight.
Right.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? I'm looking forward to meeting Vulture. I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah.
Probably for about the last 15 years. But I think overall, Hartlepool has a population of about 92,500. Yeah. I checked the other week for
I bet 90,000 know him.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. That was my next question.
Yeah. He's really. What can I say? People really like him. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, like they took to me. Like like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really is a good fella.
Right. You see the people out there completely full of shit.
There's quite a few like that,
yeah. But Vulture's not one of them. And for someone like you and Richie Horsley to step, because I trust you implicitly, and you said, kind of, and that's good enough for me. Yeah. And I'll happily write his book.
Wait till Monday. Wait till you meet him on Monday, and you'll see what a nice fellow he is.
Yeah. So we've got Hartlepool born and bred.
He's not as good looking as me and Richie.
Oh, but that goes without saying, isn't it? And not many people are good looking as Richie Horsley. Yeah. But no. So we've got Hartlepool born and bred too. I know it's been a ball ache. A lot of people have been asking when's it out. Definitely 1,000,000% out on what are we on now? So I think it's April next week. So it's going to be out in the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's just obviously predominantly your first book was you. Yeah. You're in this a lot. Algie's in it a lot. Philly Tobin's in it because that's essentially where I've got the stories from, and a few from Richie Horsley and that. But this one kind of covers the community and the history, some of the characters, and
all the funny people we met in our life. It's good. I think that this book we're fetching out now, I know I've said it before, but it's going to do a lot better than mine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yours was, yes, we mentioned a lot of people, but it was only about you.
Yeah.
Where this is just about the who's who of everyone.
Yeah, and the next one we do will be even better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's lots of books in us. I like Hartlepool. You know, I suppose I'm kind of an adopted monkey hanger. Yeah. I didn't really know. I was never that familiar with Hartlepool till I met you. Yeah.
Well, you meet Vulture, and you'll see once he's your friend, he's your friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good bloke.
Yeah, because Richie Horsley, one of the most genuine people I've ever met. Yeah. And so if you and him are vouching for that'll do for me. Yeah.
But he's a better friend of Richie's. Man, I've known him a long time, and I get on well with him. Mm-hmm. But Richie's a better part. They've done loads of things together. Yeah.
What's Hartlepool like today then, Mick? He's still...
We just got a big drug problem, that's all it is. You know what I mean? And there's no work for the kids, so I don't know. I think if there's not even a fucking youth club for them, for the young kids. Nothing.
Is it as bleak as ever?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what we are going to do, just brief mention. So we're going to film a documentary on yourself with myself, Paul Suggett, Dan Walker, Fat Cat Productions. Yeah. And that's just going to be about you. I know Paul's making an Eddie Elwood documentary. Can I ask you, before we go on, what was Eddie Elwood then? So he was a 5-time Mr. Universe.
Yeah. He was
well liked in Hartlepool.
Good boxer.
Yeah. Fought 5th grade, didn't he? Was it Richie Horsley?
No, he fought Richie.
Right.
Yeah. He was a hell of a doorman.
Was he?
Yeah. But he could talk them out rather than fight with them. He was good at his job. Excellent at his job.
Yeah. So he was actually a 5-time Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
Not some
big lad, like.
Yeah, not some Walter Mitty who said he was the strongest man. This guy actually done it and walked.
That man could bench press a mini. Yeah.
Really?
He's a big, strong lad. Yeah.
You know, I'm talking to Paul Suggett, and I think his documentary could be huge. I mean, I can see this being like Netflix level. Yeah. Do you know? Because he's got such an interesting story. He was obviously a phenomenal freak of an athlete, like an unbelievable top of his.
He was some size.
And, you know, he was a businessman. He wasn't a scumbag who went around taxing and robbing and thieving. He actually was a legitimate businessman. Yeah.
You know, once you got him working on your door, and you know your door was secure. You knew it was. Without a doubt, it was secure.
So, with you kind of being around the doors for like 50 years, Mick, did you have a lot to do with Eddie then? And
I met him quite a few times, got on well with him. Well, I thought I did. I liked him, mate, like. I liked him. Denny, his partner, I liked him as well. I got on with him.
Yeah. So this second documentary we're going to be doing, so we're going to be filming the next couple of months, and it'll be released. Do you know what? I just think out of everyone, I've done over 20 books now, and you're probably I'll speak for my wife as well, my favourite subject, if you like, the one who I really connected with the most and kind of trusted. But you know, I just think you deserve a legacy, and this documentary. I mean, do you want to tell a little bit about it?
It's a one of
what we're going to film together.
Yeah, what we're going to film together. It's about, I've got terminal cancer, and I don't know how long I've got left. I really don't. Could be a year, could be 6 months, could be 2 years. I don't know. But I'd like it.
There could be more.
Yeah, it could be more. Yeah, but I'd like it done before I'm like laying in bed like a fucking skeleton.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's about what I want to say to my family.
Grandkids, great grandkids,
and that, great grandkids, all my family, every one of them. I like to say something to them, so they can, when I do die, they can play to them and I can look at it. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to do that and me talk to them because I don't have the words to talk to them. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you know, it's a really tricky subject to even talk about, and me, obviously, who's invested you as a person, I struggle. So I've probably got no right to say that compared to people like your children and your... Oh, Jamie, your friend, you can
do you know what I mean? But, you know, I think it's better, and it'll be a forever lasting legacy, because you are a character that will go in Hartlepool mythical folklore, like your what was the old lady called? Josie Jenkins,
she's a lovely woman.
The Fish Annies, the Battling Manners, even Lawrence. I was watching some footage of him the other day.
You don't sound Lawrence's full brother.
But you know what? That guy, well, what a unique character.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? Listen, regardless, that guy was a one-off.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And Hartlepool's had a lot of them, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yes, we have quite a few.
Dave Garside, You know, there's a lot of kind of people, characters in Hartlepool.
Yeah, he was a hell of a boxer, Dave.
Dave.
We've got the two Feeney brothers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think about them two brothers? This town of ours didn't do nothing for them, you know, and they put the modern day boxer on the map for us.
Yeah, do you know what? I was Googling the other week the famous people from Hartlepool, and you had your Wayne Sleeps, your Jeff Stellings, but they were up there.
Yeah.
And do you know what? They don't really. John Spencer said to me they were one of the best. He actually said, John said, Dave Guy sounds like a son to him.
Yeah.
He was proper top fighter as well.
A gentleman.
But a lovely man.
Yeah.
But do you know what? He was what he achieved in boxing.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know, John Feeney, he's in hospice now, you know.
Is he? That's very sad.
My daughter looks after him.
Right. Yeah. So is that terminal or?
I don't know. She won't tell you. She can't tell you what's wrong with him. She just said, "Oh, I've got an old polyo's in there, John."
Very sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. This little fucking horrible town we've got never done enough for them, you know.
And Michael Hunter, you know. Michael Hunter, British, Commonwealth, European. Yeah. Michael was actually ranked 3rd in the world at one point.
Michael Hunter is what a nice fella. I've known him since he was a kid.
Proper character. Yeah. I've known him since I was a kid.
Yeah. I've got a lot of respect for him, like, a lot.
Yeah, he's one of the loudest in Hartlepool, isn't he? He likes a beer and that. But he's, for what he done, I mean, there's a new kid at the minute called Tommy Ward.
Yes, I've seen him, yeah.
He's phenomenal. He's like a slick young American. But do you know what? I don't think many will come along and do what Michael Hunt. I think it'd be brilliant if he did. Yeah, but to be British, nice, Commonwealth, European, and fight for the WBO.
Yeah, and he come from nothing, though.
Yeah,
he was only just like me. He lived in a Scotland council house. That, you know, we're both the same.
Yeah. I mean, one of the top kids when I was growing up was Davy Robson, who's doing well at the minute. Yeah. With his podcasts. Davy won, I think it was 4 national titles, and.
Davy, you know when I get a few quid together, I'll buy the new shirt.
Rumour has it that Davy actually said to me when I suggested the podcast, I said, will he be all right, He said, yeah, Mick's all right, as good as gold. He went, oh, Jamie, he ripped my best Ben Sherman off years ago. But, you know, he's got Vulture on. He's got, I think you've been on. I think Philly Tobin's going to be on as well. He's got Blink in McDonald on. Yeah. I'm going to give him a few guests. And do you know what? It's about time Hartlepool started doing something, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because she's there with a lad, you know, that Davy.
Yeah.
I like him, mate. Like.
Yeah, I like him as well. But do you know what? Hartlepool Born and Bred 2 is going to be out in the next 5-6 weeks. And so your documentary is going to be done by Paul Suggett. He's another diamond of a bloke in Hartlepool as well.
Yes,
Mr.
he
Crazy
is,
Hartlepool
like
Radio.
him,
He's a good man. But regarding last word, going back to Paul Pounder, aka The Vulture.
Okay, The Vulture. It'll be an excellent book, Jamie. It's one worth doing, I think.
So, I mean, is there lots of ups and downs in his life and all that?
Yes, he is, yeah. Like,
so people watching this, because I'm going to share this to the dozens of Hartlepool pages later. Yeah. And well, so when I'm putting this on saying Paul Pounder The Vulture, everyone will know and connect.
You know, yeah. Everybody knows, yeah.
So last word, Vulture. I'll see you on Monday, mate. And make sure you don't pick Mick up when Love Island is on. Because and also, can we get your little grandson on or not?
Teddy, come here. Ted.
Is this the guy you hit you with the hammer?
Yeah, come here.
Come here, Teddy.
A present for you.
Look at how are we, are we?
Come with it when you go to meet Lou Island.
So last week, when you had to go to hospital, you got filled in, Mick, didn't you?
That's who done it.
3-year-old hit you in the ear with an hammer. And what else did he do with you?
Next day, I'd gone on this boxing thing, I was showing him it. And he turned and punched my lips and pushed my lips. And now look at him, he's making daisy chains. I was telling how tough I am, a daisy chain makers bash me.
Is that for your granddad? Will granddad look pretty with a daisy chain necklace on?
We'll see.
Whoa.
Right, always a pleasure, Mick, and I'll see you and Vulture on Monday afternoon.
Is there any certain time you want to see Jamie?
My door's always open for you, Mick. And if anyone wants to forward the journey, the PR side, we've got a Facebook page called Hartlepool Born and Bred Books. So I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put the links in the bio for this video. So if you click on the video and click on the links, they will take you to Hartlepool Born and Bred Books. So give it a like and a follow, and you can watch the journey of these books. Mick, always a pleasure, mate.
Can I say something to
Go on.
Paddy Maloney? Thank you for the comments you put on, mate. Thank you.
Paddy Maloney's a lovely man, aka the altar boy.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolute diamond of a bloke. Do you know what a lot of people say to me, Mick? Have you ever read his book?
No.
I'll have to get you it.
Yeah.
Absolute fantastic book, because he's not someone full of crap as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's people in Teesside, Walter Mitty's beating people up on every page, 10 people up. Paddy wasn't like that, and I think that's what people could relate. He'd been with Sean Atwood twice, and
people they get respect, don't they?
yeah, he's an absolute diamond, Paddy. So last word goes to Teddy.
Teddy, say hello. Say hi.
Thanks for your time, guys. Don't forget to click and subscribe.
Cheers, Jimmy.